While process-wise, the heavy lifting takes place within the planning process group, the rubber hits the road within the executing process group. Like the name implies, activities commence that bring the plan to life. As compared to the 20 processes that take place within the planning process group, there are only 8 processes concerned with execution processes. The project management integration knowledge area promotes the direction of project execution processes, which is the process of performing the work detailed within the project management plan. Performing project work activities, creating project deliverables, staffing, training, and managing project team resources, obtaining the raw materials, implementing project standards, establishing communications with the team and stakeholders, generating and analyzing project data pertaining to cost, schedule, and quality, managing project change activities, risks, vendors, and suppliers, and managing process improvement activities and project lessons learned are all components of processes that drive project execution. Managing project execution also covers corrective actions, preventative actions, and defect repairs that come about and are incorporated into the project through the Perform, Integrate, Change Control process. Execution activities also cover quality initiatives. Now, where quality planning took place during planning process group activities, quality assurance work serves to ensure that steps taken at the work package level deliver the quality anticipated. Quality assurance is the process of auditing quality requirements and results of quality control measurements to ensure quality standards are adhered to. Quality assurance uses the project management plan, quality metrics, work performance details, and quality control measurements. Process analysts, quality audits, and the application of quality-based tools and techniques promote updates to organizational process assets, change requests, updates to the project management plan, and project artifacts that serve as outputs to quality assurance processes. Within the execution process group, human resources processes serve to acquire the project team, develop the team, and oversee team activities. Now, team acquisitions come from the existing PMO team members, subject matter experts from various departments within an organization, and contracted workers. Team development takes place when training required for new or specific tasks is either developed or provided. Junior team members are aligned with more senior mentors, or subject matter experts are available to provide knowledge sharing. The management and oversight of the team depends upon the type of organization and the matrix in place between project manager and the functional units within the organization. The project manager should identify the type of organizational structure in place and ensure that their effort fits within that type of organization. For example, within a functional organization, the project manager has minimal authority and there's no one clear superior that the groups report into. Now, a projectized organization promotes the project manager and provides for greater levels of authority and autonomy. Between the two are organizational structures that range from weak to balanced to strong matrices. Communications processes within execution process group deliver project information to the project team and manage stakeholder expectations as the project lifecycle activities progress. The project team receives communications primarily by virtue of project team meetings. Now, these sessions typically ramp up and have a greater frequency at the onset of the project when details are still in the preliminary stages and have not been fully vetted. Now, it's been said that the project manager and team gets smarter as the project progresses, and that is a true statement. As the project moves through its life cycles, the concept of progressive elaboration provides for the application of information and knowledge gained to develop more specific details with greater degrees of quality. As a project progresses, weekly team meetings typically serve to ensure communications take place, with ample time for project work to be done before the next session. Of course, depending on the type of project methodology in use, the frequency of meetings on a regular basis can change. For example, with projects using the Agile methodology, Meetings take place daily and have a defined agenda intended to provide brief updates pertaining to work completed, work planned, and potential obstacles that may require managerial support. Regardless of methodology used, team meetings should be planned with standing agendas in place that record attendance, review updates, determine new action items, assign those items to individuals or groups with an accepted time frame, and cover any risks or issues relevant to the project's constraints. Meetings minutes should be recorded and saved as an artifact within the project documents folder. Communications with stakeholders should take place based upon agreed time frames and communications processes. In some instances, a newsletter or email update may suffice in conjunction with monthly or quarterly updates, depending upon the size and duration of the project. The project manager should ensure that proper levels of communication take place with proper constituents. So let me give you an example. Not all the gory details of the project team meetings minutes may need to be shared with stakeholders and vice versa. Common sense should prevail in regard to what is being told to whom, and communication plan activities should be reviewed and approved by the project sponsor. The last process activity within execution has to do with procurements, whereby the procurement of resources and raw materials takes place in conjunction with project scheduled activities. And within the planned procurement, the project manager documents project purchasing decisions, specifies the approach to apply toward purchasing, and identifies the sellers to collaborate with. Procurement planning drives 11 inputs that generate 6 outputs. The project scope baseline, requirements documentation, team agreements, risk register, risk-related vendor details, activity resource requirements, project schedules, activity cost estimates, the project cost baseline, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process assets all contribute to developing the following outputs: the procurement management plan, vendor statement of work, build versus buy decisions, procurement documents, vendor source selection, and project change requests.